This is the true Karlee. I mean, you guys have seen me worse, actually. Which is kind of fucked up that you guys have seen me in a worse state than this. But, hi. Going to Starbucks to get our first chestnut praline of the season, which could be a good thing or bad thing. We might get it and be like, oh, it wasn't as good as we remember. We're done with the whole season. Or we can get it and be absolutely obsessed like last year and get one every single day and be in debt.
Be in debt from Starbucks.
Well, no, but pretty damn close. Guys, guess what? Our Starbucks was free. Their tills were down. They're like, oh, so it's on us. I was like, what? She's like, enjoy. I'm like, oh my God.
And they said, oh my God, are you Josh? I said, yeah. They go, oh my, here, it's free. Don't even pay. Don't worry about it. No, their tills were down. I literally came up to pay and they're like, yeah, tills are down, it's on us. I'm like, fuck.
Well, in that case, I do
coffee
want
for the whole damn week. It's so weird. Didn't that happen to us before here? Where like it was locked too. Something happened. Oh, the free drink.
Yeah, they had like I think they made it like cold by accident or hot by accident. Yes. I don't know. I always get free stuff during this drive through this drive-thru.
That is still good.
10 out of 10.
That is still very good.
All right, so we're driving up, and as you can see when we get up there, there is a bunch of protests going on all down the street. The only thing is that they're like running up to us and trying to hand us stuff while we're driving, and we're like, we can't do anything. But yeah, there is a bunch of protests. So what are they protesting for?
So they're protesting, it's board staff in schools, like the EAs, they're called like educational assistants, secretaries, janitorial. They're all protesting for better wages. So they were basically saying that, like, for example, in EA, they work with like students that have special needs. And they, like, honestly, some of them get, like, in physical harm.
Yes, like, literally.
When I was in school, for example, one of the EAs actually got punched in her face and her whole nose was broken, right? And they make less, I think they make, like, less than $40,000 a year. Like, I'm thinking, I saw a post that said, by the time an educational assistant retires, they make $38,000 a year. By the time they retire, so that's their whole career. Yeah. Meaning when they first start, they're making like 30 grand a year.
Which especially in Ontario is not livable.
It's not livable at all. So they're basically fighting for higher wages. Janitorial's fighting for higher wages as well. Because I think the government was trying to tell them that it's going to be illegal for them to protest starting today. So they all left. So they all, like, walked out. They all are protesting today for higher wages because I think they only offered them, like, 1% increase, which in the grand scheme of things is nothing.
Isn't that like $500?
It's not a lot. And then by the time taxes come around, it's like the same shit. So, yeah, so that's what they're doing.
1% is actually an insult.
It is an insult. And they said 1% if you make over 40,000 and then 2% if you make under.
No, that's nothing.
So it's just, I don't know. It is insulting for them to even say something like that. So that's what they're doing there. Who knows how long that's gonna go on because it just started today and there was the other side of the street too. I don't know if you showed them.
Yeah, I showed them like kind of both of them a little bit.
There's a lot of people out there, so
yeah,
hopefully it works out for them.
All right, guys, so I bought a rotisserie chicken last week. I'm a little bit quiet because Josh is on a phone call, but I bought a rotisserie chicken. I mean, it wasn't last week. It was like probably 5 days ago, and I saved the actual chicken bones. So we're gonna put them in a stock pot and we're gonna make some chicken broth out of it because it's very hard to find affordable gluten-free chicken broth. A lot of them have yeast extract in it and things that are cross-contaminated. So we're gonna make some chicken broth today, and it's 12, so I'm probably gonna leave it on the stove until like 6. So let's get started. All right, in here I have just a chopped up carrot. If I had a regular carrot, like a whole carrot or baby carrots, I would have just put that in, but the only carrot I had in my fridge were already pre-chopped. I put in onion and some onion skins. If you have like leftover onion scraps, this is a great way to use them, but I actually haven't been saving my onion scraps, so I had to put a brand new onion in here. But next time I use onion, I'm going to freeze my onion scraps. So if you just put all of your onion scraps, the peel, anything you don't use the core of the onion, and you keep it in a freezer bag and then you dump it into your chicken stock, you can actually use the peel. I have 4 garlic cloves in there. I'm gonna add 2 bay leaves, and I have the whole rotisserie chicken, but it's in the bottom. It's sunk to the bottom, but here's like a wing from it. So we have the rotisserie chicken in there. I don't know if you can see it like through there. And I have a lot of water, and we're gonna let this you're not going to cover it, because if you cover it, you'll be keeping the liquid in here, and you actually want to boil the liquid out and then keep topping it up. You want to get it very concentrated. So I am going to add salt at the end. I do like to salt my broth. You can kind of leave it empty with no salt, and then you can kind of do it as you go, or when you're cooking and kind of have it as a blank slate. But I prefer to add salt because when I end up cooking, I add the salt anyways if it's not salted. So I'm also going to add, I could also add some poultry seasoning. I'm not going to, because this is ground poultry seasoning, so it will end up making the water like foggy and kind of like sink to the bottom. So you want to use like actual fresh stuff. I don't have parsley, or I would throw that in there as well. Literally, you can just throw in any vegetables, any spices that you like. All right, it has been on for about an hour, so I brought it to a boil, and then you just lower it so it's more at like a simmer. This has been on for about an hour. Oh, it's getting foggy. The whole house smells like chicken noodle soup. It smells so good. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but the color of the pot is getting darker, which is good, and it smells so good. So when it starts to get low, I would probably let this go for about another hour or two, and then I'm gonna top it up with more water. I forgot to tell you that I did add vinegar to take out any of the impurities. I just did a little bit of a splash of vinegar. You won't even taste it once it's all boiled. So honestly, I could take this off right now, but I want the most delicious broth ever, so I'm gonna let it go for some longer time. It smells so good. All right, guys, I just finished my workout downstairs, and this is what the stock is looking like. So as you can see, it's a really dark brown color, which is what we want. I'm gonna add in some more water, because I'm gonna let it simmer for probably another 2 hours, probably, yeah. All right, so I actually ended up taking it off sooner. So this was about 3 hours boiling. This color is 10 out of 10. Look at that color, look at it. So this is all of the stuff that we can throw out. The whole chicken is in there, but it's like so soft that it just like crumbled. And then there's some stuff in here. I did end up throwing some rosemary in there because rosemary is thick enough where it won't go through this. So I did throw some rosemary in there. But look at that yellow goodness color. Oh my gosh. Let me turn on the light. Look at that color. It looks so good. I just can't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to, there actually wasn't a lot of impurities in here, to be honest. Like, it didn't really foam up or anything. There is fat in here, but I like to keep the fat in there because fat is flavor. But once it cools off and the fat is risen, you can just take some off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add some salt into this, and I'm going to boil it for a little bit longer. Might look like a lot of salt, but chicken broth is very salty. Add some sea salt in there. I'm going to give that a mix. I'm gonna boil it for a little bit more to make it more concentrated. You can always water it down later. One rotisserie chicken made all of this, and look at how I was worried that it wasn't gonna be very like yellow, but oh, it looks so good. The only downfall of this is it makes the house very hot. It's 77 in this house right now. All right, I'm gonna turn this back on. All right, guys, look how cute I look. I look so pretty. I did my hair. I actually gave myself like a blowout, which I like never really do. And we're going to see Theresa Caputo. If you don't know who that is, she's known as like the Long Island medium. I'm not gonna say I don't believe because I'm going, but I don't fully believe. I'm mostly just going because I do watch her show and I find her entertaining. And I'm not totally against it, but I'm not totally with it. So I'm just like going in with an open mind. It's kind of like a, like, I don't know, like I said, it's like 50-50. Like, I'm not like, oh no, it's not real, but I'm not like fully convinced. But we're going. Josh bought me these tickets for my birthday, and they're front row. And we're going to eat at a gluten-free and vegan place before we go.
Which is so weird that we've never heard of it. Well, not never heard of it, but never.
I think because it mostly advertises itself as vegan, but everything on the menu just happens to be also gluten-free. So we're gonna try some things from there. We're gonna get a couple items just to try. And we wanted to go to eat somewhere, but we didn't want to go anywhere there would be cross-contamination if he's going to like a show, you know? Like, you don't want to feel like crap at a show.
Theresa Caputo is gonna be Theresa Caputo.
So we're just going to this gluten-free vegan place. I don't mind like vegan food. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is vegan cheese. Like, I feel like nothing replaces cheese, but we'll try it and we'll see. I'm open to it. So,
I'm going soon.
also guys, I kind of want to like, are we leaving now?
I'm trying to see how far it is. 15 minutes.
Anyways, I've been wanting to like dye my hair again. I don't know if you guys, I mean, you can tell I have like highlights, but I feel like you can't really see them that much. I need to use purple shampoo more, but I wanted to do like a dark, not red, but like, I guess a dark red, I guess. I'll have like a picture right here of what I wanted to do. But after thinking about it, and I realized that I'd have to go in and get my roots touched up, because I loved when my hair was black. The only problem is that I have to go get my roots touched up because my hair is not black, even though it looks black up here. It is not black. It is actually like it's just a dark brown. And so you can really see the difference of my hair when my roots come in, when I have my hair black. And if my hair is red, I think it's gonna be even worse, where I'm gonna have to go and have maintenance done with my hair. And I'm at the point in my life where the most things that I can do at home and save myself money and time, I'm doing. I do my nails at home, I do spray tans at home, I do my eyelash extensions at home, I do my waxing at home, and I do my hair at home. So I literally don't leave the house to go to any appointments other than like laser hair removal or Botox or anything like that I obviously can't do in the comfort of my own home. But if I can do it, and if there's a way to do it at home, I'm doing it at home. So I don't know, I'm scared I'm gonna dye my hair and then not want to keep up with it, and then it's gonna look bad, or I'm scared that I'm gonna do it and then I'm gonna want to go back and do this like highlight thing again, and it seems like it would be a lot to like strip out of my hair, and my hair is finally long and I don't want to damage it more, because I know once I do like the red, I'm gonna have to go and like bleach it again a little bit if I wanted ever highlights in it to get rid of the red. So I'm mostly probably just gonna leave my hair, honestly, because every single time I do anything with my hair, I regret it. Every time I cut it, every time I do anything crazy. I like my hair like this. I also think I look the best with like my natural dark brown hair. My roots are really grown in. Like, I don't know if you can see, but it starts here, my highlights. Obviously, she gave me some room so that when it grew out, it looked natural, which it does look really good. Probably just gonna leave it. And I feel like my hair is finally like thick and back to like, it literally looks like I'm wearing extensions, and I've been waiting for my hair to get to this length forever. So I think I'm just gonna go get it like deep conditioned and cut. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think I would look good with this color hair? I don't really do anything crazy with my hair. I've had like the same hair my whole life. I mean, I went blonde that one time, but I didn't really like it. I don't know. If anything, I would go and get like a little bit more blonde pieces and then some darker pieces to give it like 3 colors and more dimension. But other than that, I will not be touching my hair, I don't think. I basically chickened out. I felt bad canceling my appointment with her, but I'm like, I'm too nervous. Like, I can't do it. So that's kind of like my thoughts, but I'll show you guys my hair and how long it is. I have this problem where I still feel like it's short. Josh keeps telling me it's long, and my hair is long, like it's not short, but my hair used to be down to my belly button naturally, and then I chopped it off, and so anything like shorter than like my belly button, I'm like, it's short. But my hair is definitely considered long. My hair grows really fast, always grown really fast, so I'm just gonna like trim it and keep it, because I want like low maintenance, to be honest, because I know I'm gonna get it done and then not keep up with it, or I'm gonna get tired of it. I do the same thing with my nails, where I get my nails done long, and then I want them short, and then I get them short, and then I want them long, and then I get them rounded, and then I want them square, and then I want them coffin, and then I want color, and then I want French tip. So I basically get tired of things all the time, so I'm just deciding to leave it. Like, my nails are completely natural and blank, and I'll never get tired of them. So yeah, this is a 5-minute clip about my hair, so nice. All right, guys, we're back from the show. We also went out to dinner beforehand. I didn't vlog it, honestly, I just forgot. And truthfully, there wasn't a lot of people in there. We thought it was like a bigger restaurant, but it ended up being just like a takeout restaurant that you could sit in.
It's like a Subway. So
it's basically an all vegan place, like I think we told you guys about. And I went in with an open mind, and I wasn't horrible, but one, it was really expensive.
The only reason we went there is because the whole restaurant was gluten-free. So I didn't have to worry about like cross-contamination and that sort of thing. So it was like one of those like peace of mind restaurants. But unfortunately for me and for people that have to eat gluten-free, you know, there's not a lot of great alternatives to, you know, regular food. Like, I mean, the pastas are usually okay, but when it comes to like certain things, you just can't mimic it. But that place combines gluten-free and vegan. So, you know, when you're trying to get, I'm only gluten-free, I'm not vegan, right? So when you go there, and for example, she got Caesar salad, but
Greek
they don't
salad.
use, oh, I'm sorry, a Greek salad, but they
feta
don't
cheese.
use a real feta. They use, I don't know what they use.
I don't know what they use, but
It's not feta. And then I had mac and cheese with pulled pork on it, which normally, if I had gluten-free noodles and just regular pulled pork, it would have been fire. And it had jalapenos and green onions. The thought was great, but the pulled pork, I don't know what it was. It was
jackfruit.
It was not good. It was just like, it wasn't bad. I'm not gonna say, like, I'd give it probably like.
And we're people that like.
I try everything.
Like, I like Beyond Meat stuff.
Yeah.
I like, I'm not a huge, like, I don't go in like being like, ew, it's vegan, I don't want it. Like, I go in with an open mind.
Like, I would have given that mac and cheese like a 5 out of 10. Maybe even a 4.5. Like, it wasn't something, I would never say, oh, you gotta go try this.
No.
Or even like, oh, I would go get this. You know, if I was in the neighborhood, it would be like, I tried it, I ate it, it was there, it was okay, it was edible. So I'd be like 4 out of 5.
And it just wasn't good.
Yeah, 4.5 out of 10 is what I'd give it. So overall, the restaurant was not that great.
And then as for the Theresa thing, we couldn't vlog that because it actually you have to go through a casino to do that. You're not allowed to record in a casino if you've ever tried. It's really illegal, so do not do it. And you also can't record the show either. Obviously, a lot of like people that do shows say that.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a concert. But I don't know, it was okay. It seemed like she was trying to prove herself a lot, which kind of bothered me.
Yeah.
She kept saying like, see, I wouldn't be able to know that. See, like, there's no way I would have known that. And that kind of like bothered me. I thought she was just gonna like do her show. Cause on the show, she doesn't do that. She just kind of like reads people and that's it.
She would be like, for example, she said to somebody, I'm getting lilies. Is your name Lily? Do you know a lily? She goes, oh yeah. Me and my husband, we moved and we had a lily bush that we planted and we moved it to our new house. She's like, how would I have known that? Did I plant you in the audience?
Yeah.
How would I have known that?
That bothered me.
And I'm like, dude, you're just making it worse. Now I'm skeptical about you. Why do you have to like overdo it?
Yes, and then I was thinking, so there was someone with a sticker on their shirt with her face, and I was like, what if they were supposed to place that like somewhere so that she would know to go to them? But then she put it on an obvious spot, so they're like, she's like, so she had to make like a joke out of it. I don't know.
I mean, there were some parts where I was like, man, if that was, I don't think she planted people.
No, I don't think so.
But the way she would do it, because there was 4,000 people there, it was a big show. So she'd like go into like an aisle and be like, who relates to blank? Like it's somewhere over here, which was pretty cool. Like for me, I'm a little bit skeptical about it. I'm sure a lot of people are skeptical about it. It's not that I don't fully believe it. It's that I just think some of it is, some of the things she was doing, I'm like, okay, I don't know.
You know what? I think it's one of those things where until you experience it personally,
Yeah, you're not gonna know.
You're not gonna believe it.
Yeah, because when she was talking to some people, I was like, whoa, like that was pretty fucking crazy that she knew about that. And then she would go to like specific areas. Like realistically, a crowd of 4,000 people, if you were asking everybody, hey, who's lost somebody to this? And they'd be like, fucking 2,500 hands would go up. But like she would go into like a section like who lost, like something real specific too, like who got into a car accident and 2 other people died and it was in a ditch. And then some girl was like, me. I was like, whoa, okay, that's kind of fucking, that was kind of crazy. So
in each section probably had like what?
Like 100 people.
Right, so that narrows it down a lot. And she did get specific, especially because the more specific she got. If it just said one thing, no one's gonna raise their hand because they're like, well, I don't know if it's for me yet. So she would get more specific and then
that girl was, she's like, I'm seeing the number 3. Were there 3 of you in the car? She goes, yeah. I was like, whoa, okay, if you're not planted, this is kind of fucking nuts. Like, she was saying some things that I was like, all right, well, this is pretty cool. I don't know. This is like, maybe.
I mean, it was a cool experience. It was a cool date night. I've always watched, I've loved her show. I love her. I'm one of those people that like, I'm not skeptical, but I'm not like fully.
Yeah, it was packed though. Very busy, very, very, very busy show. Like, very busy show. So good for her, I guess. There's many people out there that believe that. She's obviously built quite a platform for herself.
She's very entertaining.
She's funny as hell. The show itself, she was very funny. Like, she made it very light after she would tell someone some crazy shit. Like, oh, you're fucking, someone got, I don't even know how to say this on YouTube. I don't even know if I could say it. She would say shit to somebody and it would be like gruesome as fuck. And then she'd be like, I'm going through menopause. And then it would, like, that's what she would say. Like, that was the joke she was making. But I was like, oh, okay. So it was pretty good. I mean, I would give the show a 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 because she was funny. It was cool. It was a cool experience. But if you're not really into that, like this was more for her. Bought the tickets for her birthday, and I was like, yeah, maybe.
And like I said, I'm not fully into it either.
No, but you've been watching her. I've just been
watching her for so long. Like I like TLC, so.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. It was entertaining for what it was. Would I go again? No. Would I recommend anybody to go?
I would go again in cheaper seats.
Yeah.
Just for a night out. Like if it was like $50 a person.
Yeah. I personally, like if we went for cheap, I'd probably say, yeah, why not? But sitting like on the floor again and like doing all that wasn't worth it for me anyway. But if you had fun, that's all that really matters. I don't really.
I mean, I had fun. I think I had as much fun as you did. Which is just like.
So not really all that much. It was fun. It was a good date night, but it wasn't something
like I just had fun leaving the house.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, because we do not leave the fucking house ever.
Not at all.
Oh my god, but yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a long clip. Okay.
I did one earlier that was like 6 minutes.
Oh my god. Okay, anything for me.
Having a quarter pounder. Anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.